Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Graybeard Gaming and you are back with me on another episode of Vintage Poor Boy on Elmcreek. We are currently working on getting our soybeans in the ground, and it's going to take a little while, but I thought, we could talk about some discussions. As you can see, I am down to my last, $1,500. And that's got to last us. What are we going to do in the meantime for money? I guess I've got 2 functioning kidneys. I guess we can look into that, or maybe we sell eggs as they become available, or we can sell off some of our animals. We've only got to make it into June, and we can sell off our stockpile of soybeans. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. We do have soybeans from last season, which if we take a quick peek here and see how much we actually have, it looks like we'll have about $37,000 worth to sell, which that will be great, and it'll be great timing. It's going to be difficult to really do much with only having $37,000, but we'll still have $37,000. We will be able to survive probably until the end of the year, when we sell off all of our crops and silage that we get from oats. It does mean, however, that I won't be likely to purchase any more land. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping to make a purchase for land. We should be able to make a purchase, however, by the time that the next year rolls around, we should have enough once we sell off our silage and our cotton and our oats. That should all be something that we can make some money from. And we will also have pigs and milk, because yes, we got rid of the cows and we've upgraded our facility to actually have cattle. So, well, we've had cattle, but we'll actually have milk cows, so that'll be nice. Little bit of side income. And a couple other things that I'd like to maybe look into is maybe we get a greenhouse going. I don't know, maybe it's too late in the playthrough to really think about greenhouses, because we are pretty well established, and sometimes greenhouses are a little too, I guess, forgiving when it comes to getting money. I love what greenhouses can do in the very beginning, but I'm also thinking that if we were going to do greenhouses, we should have done it by year 2, not year 4. But the best part is we are out of debt, and we are, sitting with a little bit of money. Not a lot, very little, but I think it's enough to get us into next month, when we can sell off all of our soybeans. And once soybeans are sold, the month of June, I believe we don't have anything to harvest until, I want to say July. Yes, July seems right, because we'll have oats and sorghum. Of course, the sorghum we aren't going to be selling, but we are going to keep an eye on. We'll also have barley to harvest. That might actually be as early as next month. Let's go ahead and, let's set cruise control at the very least and get this guy going down the field here. and then we'll check and see if see what the schedule looks like. So oats will come out in July. Barley can come out in June, so we will harvest barley in June. I believe we have a field of barley. No, we have a field of wheat. So looks like July on the wheat, which is fine. June will just be a month where we sell off our little bit of soybeans, and you know, life goes on. We'll move on to the next month real quick, and that'll be that. I have sold off 3 pigs. That was so that I could actually pay for and I've sold off my eggs. I did that so that I could buy the new cow barn and put some cattle in there. Not a lot of cows, but enough to get us started. They're young cows, so it'll be a year or more before we get any additional cows. But them's the breaks sometimes, you know. You just kind of have to go with the flow, and you know, be grateful that we have what we have. Now, where do we go from here, you guys? Love some input on that. I know I've mentioned, you know, buying more land, which I still want to do. I also want to eventually put in some trees somewhere so that, you know, we have purpose and we have some reason to continue this play for multiple years, because the farming aspects, we've kind of got that covered and we're doing well. As we get more property, we will continue to, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll continue to plant more crops, and that way we have stuff to do throughout more of the year, and we don't have as many months that we're skipping that are not winter months. You know, anything December and January, you know, we usually skip December, jump straight into January, and once we've jumped into January, well, that's really easy to just go ahead and sell what we have to sell, and then skip to February, which the only thing we can plant in February, I believe, is cotton. And once that's done, then we just jump straight into March. We plant our oats if we're going to plant any, and sunflowers if we want to plant it. So, I mean, we can do things. It's just, I want to have stuff, be able to spread it out more throughout the year. I just think that'd be a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable, and much more engaging. Because engagement is huge to keep, you know, growing this channel. I would love to grow this channel. I mean, I'm not worried about being monetized, because, you know, you need 1,000 viewers and like 4,000 hours, and I'm sorry, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours in a year of viewing. And in the first month we've got 16 subscribers, which, thank you everyone, I appreciate that. And we've got less than 60 hours of total viewing. So you know, I'm appreciative of what I've got, but I'd love to grow it more. I think it's a lot of fun. I want to do other games as well. Eventually I will add Farm Simulator 25, but I'm just not there yet. I don't I don't really think that's anything I need to do anytime soon. I also would like to add Asheron's Call, because I had so much fun on that for 10 plus years, and they do have some emulator servers out there now, and you can still play online with people, and that's a lot of fun, even if the graphics are very early 2000s, late 90s quality, but sometimes that makes a comeback, and the gameplay and the lore is there, so it's got plenty to do. Lots of fun to be had there. If you guys haven't ever done it, go ahead, try and check it out. It's cool little game, and you don't have to have a supercomputer to run it with super great graphics. I mean, it'll run on anything that's probably under 10 years old. It would still probably run on a computer that's even 10 or 15 years old and probably run pretty smoothly, but that's neither here nor there, guys. What we got to worry about is what we've got in front of us, and that is seeding our soybeans. It does look like I'm going to have to get some more seed in this drill before we can finish this field. I just don't think there's enough in it. It only holds like 500 liters, so as you can imagine, it's just not enough. Also, do want to make sure that I give a shout out to the Detroit Lions for beating the Bears. I have been a lifelong Lions fan. I live in the Midwest. I actually live in mid-Michigan, and I've spent my whole life here. So very pleased with the outcome of the Thanksgiving Day game. You can't look a gift horse in the mouth, I guess, because the Bears really screwed up because they had poor time management at the end of the game, and Lions got lucky. But sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and thankfully the Lions are also good. So there's been a magical season. Last year was fantastic as well. Made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. Yes, they lost to the 49ers and did not go to their first. The Lions are one of the oldest teams in the NFL. They have never gone to a Super Bowl. I am 46 years old, and I have never seen them go to a Super Bowl, as the Super Bowl is older than I am. But I'm hoping that changes this year. We bleed Honolulu blue and silver in this house, so hopefully we can see the Lions in the Super Bowl. And I would love to see them go in against the Chiefs, and it would be great to see the Lions beat the Chiefs. This is the Lions' year. I can't wait for it to see them in the playoffs. They're 11-1. So great. I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to be a Lions fan. I mean, it's been a great year for Detroit sports as a whole. You have the Lions, who are playoff bound. You've got the Tigers, who made it to the ALDS this year. The Red Wings are starting to look like their team again, and even the Detroit Pistons are showing signs of clawing their way out of the cellar of the NBA. So that makes being a fan of Detroit sports so much better, and it's such a good time to be a Detroit sports fan, at least right now. And the makeup of the sports world is that which, you can be great today, but you could be terrible tomorrow. So, and I'm going to enjoy it while I can. It looks like these are my last two swipes, probably my last swipe right here before I have to go and get more seed. I don't think I'm going to make it back all the way, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick up the drill, shut it down, and we're going to run back to the farm real quick, get some more. Oh, looks like I missed a spot right here. I guess I'll hit this before I go. So, tell me, you guys, because we are past Thanksgiving, how is your refrigerator looking? Are you still stuck with a bunch of leftovers? What's your favorite way to use those leftovers? I know my mom used to make a turkey lasagna. I hated it. She thought it was the greatest thing. We just ate it and smiled, but it was terrible. At least it was to me. But you know, you don't tell your mom that. You just eat it and you're happy. But I could eat leftover turkey for quite some time. Don't want to overdo it because Christmas will be here soon enough, and then it's time for turkey again. We take a break from it for Easter though, and kind of switch over to ham. But turkey sandwiches, you know, they're fine. They aren't my favorite thing, but I will eat them. I prefer to just have more turkey, put on a plate, use the gravy to kind of keep it nice and moist, and I can do that for a few days. We have a large enough family though, where we don't keep leftovers that long. So tell me, guys, is it time for me to get a new tractor on this farm? Just kind of curious what you guys think there. I want to, but it's really hard to find a vintage option. Like, there's not a whole lot of large vintage options, and there's really not many medium. And when you eliminate Case, John Deere, Fendt, New Holland, Class, you have even fewer options. So it's really going to come down to a matter of what we really want to achieve, because right now we can do everything with the fiat that we have. As far as pulling our equipment, it does struggle a little bit with a large trailer behind it, and I imagine that it would struggle once we start logging, but like I said, that's a couple years from now, because any trees we plant won't be ready for probably 3 years. And I mean, that's fine. We don't have to jump right into getting logs. It's just another, you know, way to make some money. So yeah, I just like to know what you guys think, and I always loved hearing your opinions. Maybe there's something about the gameplay that we can change to add a new little wrinkle to it, make it a little different, give us something else to think about. I don't really want to add weeds or fieldstone, but those are two options. We essentially could add horses, but again, I mean, I think having 3 animal types is plenty. I am in the very beginning stages of a new playthrough. I don't know if I will publish it. It's more of a role play, and that will be on. Right now I'm just getting the initial content collected and going from there. But we are almost done with this field, guys. I've been jabbering on right along, and you know, we're at about 20-minute point. So what I think we'll do is we'll finish this up, and then we're going to go ahead, sleep, and then once we're done sleeping, we are going to go and sell off our beans so that we have some money. Then we'll skip to July. I don't know if we'll continue on this episode, but it's not going to hurt us if we do. We can always start in July. We can start in on our harvest, which I think would be oats. And so yeah, July we would be able to take our wheat and our oats, and we'd be able to harvest those. So excellent. We are done planting this field. And like I said, I think we'll go ahead and we're going to fill this drill back up because I have a bag of seed out there right now, and it's just sitting out in the open. Also, guys, we could actually look into baling. I mean, you know, getting a baler. I was kind of leaning towards not doing that. But that is something we can do if we want something, you know, just to add something new to what we are doing here. So that's an option as well. Really, we're not going to be doing a whole lot with spending money right now because we do have to buy the equipment to harvest our, because we're going to have to do our harvesting on our cotton. So do you want to finish filling this up? And we will go ahead, head over here. Didn't need a whole lot of water in there. Only other thing I need to do is I just need to get a little bit of barley out of the silo. Don't mind me, water tank. I'm just going to drive over top of you. And that'd be a lot easier if I just got this wagon out of my way, you know. For some reason I don't like to do things the easy way. Alright, well, while that one is filling up, we'll go ahead. We're gonna get this little wagon, and I went with the rusty cow barn. Mostly because it held quite a few cattle, but I think it's interesting to me. And we'll get this guy turned around. And we'll get him lined up and ready to unload. Everything is fertilized, so I don't have to worry about that for this rest of the season. The only thing I do have to worry about is making sure that my animals are fed when I'm not harvesting. All right, get this thing emptied out, and we will go ahead and, wow, it's going to take most of it. And we don't have a lot of eggs. Let's just go ahead, we'll run them over to the fast food restaurant, see if we can't make a little bit of cash. And then we'll head off to night time. Wake up and sell our beans. All right, good morning, guys. Nice to see you in this lovely month of June. Let's go ahead and leave the cozy confines of our humble abode, and I'm just gonna super strength that out of my way like a precision, highly tuned racehorse. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's see where this is going to be sold. I guess I have it all in my cart. So it is going to be sold in the month of June, and we are going to sell it at Field and Grain South. Easy enough, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get this taken down there. While we do that, I'm going to go and just kind of check and see if there's anything ready to be harvested this month. I do not believe there is, but we can look. As far as our fields are concerned, it doesn't appear that any of ours are ready. That field over there is, though. So our fields will be ready next month with our oats and our wheat will both be ready that next month, and then sorghum will be ready in August. And our cotton will be not until October. Same as our soybeans. And we'll have one field of cotton in November. So we have some time. Definitely have time to kill. I wish this tractor was a little bit faster. That's the only thing I really wish. Nothing that really falls within the parameters of our playthrough here this month, but never hurts to look. Let's see what they got for medium tractors. That might be something we can buy. I do know that the Ford is out there, and that's an option. I believe it's this one here. Yeah. Ooh, almost drove into that billboard there, guys. We'll look at it when it's dumping. No sense in trying to do it while we're driving, otherwise we're just going to run into stuff. Alright, well, let's see how much we make. I think we're going to make about just over 30,000. Well, about 32,500, so not a bad haul. Not a bad haul at all. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll leave it right there for today, guys. And next time you see us, we will be back. It'll be July, and we'll be harvesting our oats and our wheat. So, glad to have you here, and we will see you guys next time. Have a